do a whole blanket in a week?
No, I did not do a whole blanket in a week. When have I ever done a whole blanket?
You did just magically
right,
produce a small
totally
blanket
do
with that
that.
one. You totally did that one time. You just produced a blanket. It was a small blanket.
So, welcome to the Northerners podcast. This is an episode about who only knows what. It is 2:18 and this is take number 2. My name is Jocelyn, my co-host is
Diana.
And we tend to talk knitting, crocheting, crafting, and everything in between. I currently call Winnipeg, Manitoba home, and Diana calls Waterloo, Ontario home. It is a Sunday. It is an afternoon. I have already gone crazy. Diana has tea. Settle in. Should be a good show. Do you want to let everybody know what we're going to cover this week?
We've got, among many other things, I'm sure, what's in our cup?
I need to dab my eyes. I'm laughing so hard.
What's in our cup? Cool threads, woolly workings, wool gathering, and literature.
Guys,
and like a trillion other things.
Middle of showing up my house. Oh my gosh. So many stories. So much stories. Islands suck. That's why the kitchen doesn't have any.
but extra prep space. Sometimes an extra sink even.
Are you kidding me? There's what? The whole west side is prep space.
I guess I don't know what your new kitchen looks like.
There's over it's gotta be 14 feet of just straight countertop. How much more freaking prep space does a human need?
All of it. All the prep space.
I could prep a meal for the whole family on that countertop and then have it all laid out for a buffet style feeding and still have space in that kitchen. Why would you mess that up with putting an island in there? Why?
Because islands are in fashion. Are islands the thing that's going to mark the kid, going to mark styles for as being like the early... When did islands become a thing? Well, like early 2000s?
Early mid 2000s. Yeah. In like 30 years, people are going to realize it does nothing but mess with kitchen flow and make all kitchens look tiny, cramped, and dingy.
Unless your kitchen is truly massive. Like you're in a mansion or something.
This is not a mansion.
No, it is a perfectly reasonably sized house.
It's just a house. It's not a house you should have an island in. Ugh. You just imagine like a family of 4 in here trying to function on an island? Ugh. Woof, no.
Yeah, it would have to be a uselessly small island.
It would have to be a uselessly small island, in which case, why'd you put it in? I don't have a huge kitchen. I don't have $1 million home. This is not where I live.
But we want $1 million homes for not millions of dollars.
Crazy. I also just personally don't like islands. I just don't. I find them a nuisance.
I like extra space, but anyway.
Personal preferences for islands aside, do not at me. They generally do not add space in a kitchen. They just make everybody walk around in a clockwise fashion and get all bogged down when everybody's in there at dinner time and at Christmas dinner anyway. And we all know we're all in the kitchen anyway.
Yeah, it's always a kitchen party. That's how it works.
A house party is a kitchen party. Why would you clutter up your kitchen dance floor? Why? Makes no sense.
True. God, I'm so excited. I'm so ready to have people over again. I'm so excited.
We're a long way away in this province.
This one too, but I'm so hopeful.
One day it'll be a thing and it'll be glorious. Until then, it is what it is, and I do what I can. Listen, I bribed one of my buddies. It's going to be one of those Sundays. Because I play Warhammer. And I want to play Warhammer Fantasy. I play 40k, which is the space, like science fiction side, and then I want to play the fantasy side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Found an army that I could paint, because the vision's starting to get really bad, even for me. 6 models is the whole army. Not big.
Ooh, okay.
Big. It's called the Sons of Bahamut. They're giant. They're ogre-y. Glorious goodness. I can't read the book, right? Like I can't read the core rule books and like the core rule book or the supplementary books for each of the different army profiles.
Yeah.
One of the boys said he would read the book to me for cookies. I'm like, and done. The moment we're allowed to have people over, I'll make sure I have book and fresh cookies. He's like, yep, I'll be there. I'm like, great. I'll have an in that live person audiobook.
Nice.
I'm okay with this. It's my life. It's how things work. All right. What's in our cup? I'm drinking decaf coffee. Believe it or not, I'm not caffeinated. In the now usual Nightmare Before Christmas mug, I have some Kicking Horse decaf coffee. Yeah, I could have bought the cheaper coffee. It tastes the same. I'm also not a fan of Kicking Horse coffee. Like, I've never really been a huge Kicking Horse coffee fan. So I'm not surprised. I'm also not terribly a huge fan of their decaf line.
I've tried Kicking Horse, certainly not in a very long time.
Pandemic, so when it comes down to delivery, you order what you can get. And that's what I could get. So that's what I'm drinking right now.
All right. I'm continuing my reviews of Plum Deluxe tea. I'm taking advantage of our earlier recording time this week to do the one caffeinated tea they sent me. I also didn't have coffee today. I planned ahead.
But hey, listen, next week we're live, so
that'll
be even earlier than now.
I might just have to do coffee next week.
Okay.
So this week I'm doing Huckleberry Happiness Black Tea from Plum Deluxe. The most cheerful berry blend you'll find. It is black tea, elderberries, aronia berries, black currants, blueberries, hibiscus, cornflowers, huckleberry essence, love and gratitude, has caffeine.
Here's the thing. How hardcore is that hibiscus? Because I find a lot of the ones with hibiscus, all you can taste or smell is the hibiscus, which just ruins the rest of it.
Given that I have no idea what a huckleberry tastes like, I have no idea. I could not tell you what is hibiscus and what is the other flavors in here. It's very berry flavored.
Okay. It's just, I usually find hibiscus just overpowers everything else it's in contact with, and all you can taste or smell is the hibiscus.
I'm also a terrible judge of that because I love hibiscus, so that sounds great to me. So you really shouldn't take my opinion on how much hibiscus is in here. Yeah, anyway, but it's a very, very berry tea and probably would make a fantastic iced tea.
Ooh, nice. Well, that's an idea. I should have iced tea for Sunday.
I think I might have to take the rest of this and put it in my David's Tea cold tea pitcher.
Yep.
And have that with some frozen raspberries and blueberries as ice cubes on Sunday.
Absolutely.
That might be a thing.
I think that's a great idea.
I'm going to show off my teacup. I thought this one would be very difficult to drink out of because it's got an actual like embossed pattern around the edge, but it's actually not bad.
Oh, good.
It seemed like it would be wildly impractical. And of course, the matching beautiful dish. Just because I have to show it off, because I have these now.
Just in case you thought either of us were young. Nope. We're both secretly 70.
Oh, definitely.
Yep. I think that's totally fair. My skirt's still snoring. So damn cute. All right.
I'm so sad I can't see this. I want to see this.
This is sad the microphone's not picking it up. What I will have to try to do is if I can catch it, because sometimes she knows when I'm videoing her and she'll stop the behavior. I may do it a lot. Is if I can catch her playing with the cat in the mirror. I will absolutely send you one of those if I can do it. I was so kind of sleep awake when she did it this morning. I wasn't really aware what she was doing for the first little bit. I got there. Guys, she figured out there's a cat in the mirror. We don't like the cat in the mirror. We are not a fan.
Oh.
We are not a fan. Mommy loves it. So mommy laughs. Really hard. Which also offends the cat because she doesn't do it at her. Cat ownership. There are perks. All right. I have no cool threads and I'm not gone anywhere unless we count going out to the deck in the backyard to sit at intervals while people view the house.
I mean, it could count.
Sure. I guess.
We started the week with 30 degrees Celsius plus humidity. And then
Whoa.
2 days later, we were 3 degrees with the same amount of humidity, so it felt even colder. So I wore a lot of wool later in the week. I've been wearing the Comfort Fade cardi a lot.
Yep.
When it was hot at the beginning of the week, I was wearing the Celtic Myth shawl, which is hiding back there. Because you come inside and it's cold, so you put a shawl on top of your t-shirt or whatever, and then you go outside and you're like, oh god, I'm hot. Throw away the shawl. What else? Oh, and then I went for a walk on the 3-degree day, and so I had the sweater, and I put on the totally tubular hat, and I had the Bloomsbury mitts, and I had the wool socks, and like I got dressed up. It was 3 degrees.
What sweater did you wear?
This one, the Comfort Fade.
Yeah. You did not match.
No, but it was nighttime and my jacket was dark, so I didn't care.
Got it. That's fair. Are you going to put afterthought pockets into the Comfort Fade?
I might. Honestly, I have not made any moves to do that as of yet. I want to read and watch some more videos before I do anything, but probably going to stick some pockets on this thing. At least one, because I need somewhere to put my phone,
Yes, I do.
That's all I want. Just want somewhere to put my phone.
It's all right. I'm blaming Bernadette Banner for my need to order lace.
Oh, yeah, I haven't watched her Hot Girl Summer yet, but yeah.
Well, she's making a lingerie dress, which they're so pretty.
I know.
They're so pretty. I'm just like, they would look so bad on my frame. Like,
meh.
It's not a look for me, but boy, do I want to make one. Boy, do I want to make one. All right, I'm holding off because, guys, I got to start first by making some gourd skirts first. Like, I got to start with the basics before I go complicated. Crazy pants. Not to mention, in that case, because a huge chunk of those dresses are sheer, you need the petticoats and everything else really first.
Do. Oh, so, yes.
That's a long way off project. But boy, right now, all I want to do is buy lace. Okay.
Side note, you know how I was talking earlier how sometimes my hand writes down things that are not what my brain is thinking?
Yes.
I just realized that my notes that said I was wearing the totally tubular hat, I did not write down tubular. I wrote down totally mirror. I have no idea. What were we talking about? We were probably talking about the cat in the mirror while I was trying to write show notes. I wrote down totally mirror.
Yeah, because I was telling you the drama of my week, which includes the cat in the mirror.
Did not write down tubular. I wrote down mirror. It is perfectly legible and absolutely not the word that I meant to write.
Shall we talk about the things we're working on?
Indeed. I believe you have 4 things to my 2.
Yep. Everything's right in the universe.
Yeah. I was very monogamous. I have lots of progress on my 2 things, but there's only 2 things.
Okay, so while we record, I'm working on my grayscale socks. I don't work on them in between recordings, so it's just while we record. There's like no progress. Like, I haven't even color shifted. I just work on this while I record because I just need something roundy while we're recording. So there's really no need to super mention it. Only I'm working on it, and well, everything's content. But
everything is content.
I can talk about my American tea top. So the great, the wonderful, the amazing, the awesome has somehow talked me into an log. It's a crochet
somehow log. Yeah, I'm sure it was extremely difficult.
Rubber arm, guys. It's not super not difficult task. So I am making a crochet top. It's either called the American tea or American tea. I'm not looking at it right now, so I don't know if there's the there or not, or if it's just my need to put a the at the start of a sentence for everything that's causing me problems. It took me a while to get this figured out. So you make it in 2 panels, a front panel and a back panel. I read all the instructions. What I like is this designer's got it set up to do it by measurement sizes. So she walks you through that process. So it is size inclusive because it will fit you. Because she shows you how to make it for your size.
Okay.
that she even walks you through how to make it as long as you want. So she doesn't give you a size range to function from. She goes, first thing you do is you take this measurement. And this is how this works. And then she does it, which is great because that's how I've got my stuff set up to do, because then everybody can make and wear the garment because you're doing it specifically to your measurements. Kind of nice. Because then you are full on inclusive. It's a little bit of extra work, but if you have to buy a pattern and then do the extra work, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. If you buy the pattern and somebody else is doing the work with you, I don't get nearly as grumpy. So I've got a little strip on my front panel. This is half of my front panel because I'm obviously holding the other half of it because, well, I'm not small. I started with one strand and realized, what am I doing? I'm never going to wear this in the summertime, and I'm never going to wear this without a tank top underneath. Because I overheat. So when do I wear any thick anything in the summertime? It's just not a thing that I do because I'm really uncomfortable doing it. So then I was like, okay, we're going marled. Boy, do I love marls, and I don't know how much the camera's going to blow out this marl. So then I picked a strand of white and I picked a strand of gray, and I'll show you guys the brand I went with here in a second. And I held it together. Well, I like the look of this much better. I had to go up a hook size. I'm still using like an ultra fine 1 yarn. Like this is still like 2 of these strands held double is pretty much a fingering weight. So it's not like it's thick. It's not a worsted. We're still very thin. We're still gonna get some nice drape going on. But it is a very simple construction otherwise. And since I know for sure I'll be wearing it with a tank top underneath, I went with the double crochet option. So I am doing that. And I am making it out of, because I grabbed from Stash, because I didn't want to order, well, the color I wanted to order this in initially was sold out. So I was just going to make do with the white I have in Stash, which I bought for a blanket. Oh no, I might wear white for another blanket. It's not the end of the world. It's the wool-like, so it simulates the look of wool, but she's acrylic. She's super soft, and I'm doing it with that charcoal I had bought initially to go for my what's the word I'm looking for? It's the slub shawl. So I'm going to order more charcoal. Okay. I'm holding these two together to get that marled look.
Nice, I like it.
Yeah, so I'm super excited. It's a little cap sleeve tee, which I'll be able to wear in the fall or in the spring when I do tend to wear stuff with a bit more weight to it. So once I finally get myself organized and realized what I was doing, this in theory should fly by pretty quickly, except that, long torso problems will kick in, but it was really nice. And it lets me stare off into space and daydream for 40-minute stretches at a time and not feel bad. Also, I really want this next to my skin. It's so soft.
Yeah, I've got some of the wool-like. It's really, really soft.
So I will be very happy with that. So I am excited to finally begin process on that. It's been a crochet along for a couple of weeks now. Will I finish on time? No. Am I worried about it? No. Do I enter for prizing? When do I enter for prizing for anything, guys? Like, it's so rare. I forget half the time. I do Stash Cash religiously. Do I post for prizes? No. I don't think I've ever done that part.
Me neither. It's just fun to participate.
I just like participating, but I'm like, the prizes look really cool, but it isn't what motivates me. So, all right, that's 2, which leaves me with 2. So you get to go.
Okay, I have 2 more stitches on my needle here. Give me 1 second, and then I can talk about my sock.
Sure.
Which, I did not think about this very well. You know what? I think I'm ready for the cuff on this sock.
Hey, 2x2 ribbon.
Sweet. Okay, so I have a nearly completed second Jack sock.
Woohoo!
Last week I had just finished the heel, I believe, and this weekend, because I picked this up yesterday, I did the entire leg of a sock apparently, and I just have a couple inches of ribbing at the top left to do, and then this sock will be a whole sock to go with the other sock that is already done. Ta-da! Come on, there we go. You can see the nice cabley things much better. And yeah, the cable pattern totally does not line up the same as with the other sock, and I don't care because who's really looking at my feet that closely? Like, at a glance, they're obviously the same, so you know what? Nobody's gonna notice that much.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. It's fine. They fit. I tried it on. The heel isn't too weird. I know I did it differently from the other heel, and I definitely do not like toe up flap and gusset heels. They just make no sense in my brain. Do not like them. I'm going back to my fish lips kiss heel that I have basically memorized for the next pair of socks, because I'm glad I tried patterned socks, but I really just like doing plain vanilla socks with interesting yarn. That is my happy place. Fun yarn, plain socks, good times.
So you remember what we're starting the 1st of July, right?
Yes, but I'm going to do at least one more pair of plain socks in between.
Okay. That's fair. You totally can. You've got time. I'm the one who struggles to get socks done at any point. All right.
So I guess I should mention the pattern is the Jack Socks by Sunflower Knits, and the yarn is, the speckle is Whiskey Jack from Fireweed Fibre Co.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know if the green has a name or if the whole set together is called, I guess the whole set together is called Whiskey Jack.
Yeah.
I don't think they specifically have names, one color versus the other.
I don't think the minis do. I think they're just a part of the set.
But look how much yarn I have left over. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this. But I have like a good probably 20 grams at least.
Memories blanket? Start a stash so we can do an advent swap? No, that won't work because I would just be giving you.
You already have this yarn. Yeah, that doesn't help. Hey, look, I gave you some of that yarn you already have.
You have. Memory blanket.
Yeah.
Scrappy project.
Scrappy project.
Scrappy project. It'll come in handy at some point. It'll be like, oh, I'm really glad I have this.
Yeah.
Christmas tree snowflake. Snowflakes.
Maybe. I did enjoy the tiny socks that I made as ornaments for Knit Club that one year. Those were really fun to make.
Yeah, Phaedra
like 45 minutes per sock.
Yeah, she keeps running off with the one you made me. Okay.
All right, I'm going to figure out where the beginning of this round technically is and then switch colors.
All right, so when you guys are seeing this, will be Wednesday. We're recording on a Sunday. I have a live with Louise on Thursday. I should finish some things. I've had very little time to knit this week, so you guys are going to get a sneak peek as what I've gotten done on the Half Moon Tea, which is one of my 3 goals for the month with Louise, simply because I can't keep it in the background. I haven't done enough of anything else. Because time. And I've been
sure about there.
So here we go. Flip it inside out. I have a Half Moon Tea, and yes, I bound off. And yes, the amazing Erin, weeks ago, came and rescued me by helping me. She picked up all the stitches, and then she got the joy of ripping back. Which, I mean, when you're ripping back to pick up stitch line, I find it soothing.
I feel like it's more fun ripping out somebody else's knitting because it's not your own work that you're ripping out.
Totally fair.
I like ripping out other people's knitting.
Yeah, that's fair. So I have made some serious progress and put on more inches because I had a whole extra 35 grams. You can see from my stitch marker, we did some serious roundy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to flip it back around to measure it out. But I have now, if you noticed at the top, put a bunch of stitch markers in because I've intervaled off every 20 stitches to do hemming. So I am back to my ribbing. I've done like 3 rows. Yeah, I've done like 3 rows of ribbing. So it's not that much ribbing yet. But I do have it marked off so that if I'm off, I can go back and figure out where I'm off. And it's not like a whole row I have to try to take. It's only ever a max of like 18 stitches. So totally doable. Will I have it done in time for Thursday? Who knows? Will I have my shawl done I don't know. You guys can find out later. I did 5 inches, roughly, fingering weight knitting this week.
Oof.
At
That is a lot.
At a large number because I don't make small sizes. So that's going on. So that is. But my goodness, this glorious, glorious length. Okay. So got that beautiful colorwork yoke that was so many moons ago now. There's moons in the yoke, and I said moons. I amuse myself. I've got miles and miles and even more miles of body now. Like we are a proper tunic length.
Nice.
And this color work pooling and striping just doesn't get less wax crayon melty goodness.
Wax crayon melty goodness. We didn't already have an episode title.
I'm so tired and I'm sleeping so poorly. I'm good for all the weird stuff this week. So that's going on. Hopefully I get it done by Thursday. We shall see. We shall see. So that was the bulk of my knitting time was actually this week. I have not had a ton of knitting time. When you're showing a house, it means you clean your floors every day. Because you're doing it in a pandemic, it also means you wipe down all your walls and Lysol and bleach everything, essentially, every day.
Mm-hmm.
Every day.
Potentially multiple times every day.
Potentially multiple times every day. On top of having just cleaned because it was a construction zone just before the house went up for sale. My house is
yeah,
so
definitely
clean.
boycott that cleaning for a while.
Gonna take a break if the house sells this week. We take offers on Thursday.
Woo.
Mm-hmm. All right, you're up.
I'm up. Okay, so the other thing that I made massive progress on was my patchwork cardigan, the winter patchwork crochet cardigan, I believe is the whole title. I finished all the squares, all 54 of them. They're all done. The ends are all woven in. They're all in nice little stacks waiting to be arranged and sewn together. They're here in the background, all in their nice little stacks.
All their nice little stacks? You got them done?
Yeah. We've got the half double crochet squares, of which there are many, and they go very, very fast. We have the griddle squares, which are a combination of single and double crochet. They go not quite as fast. I had to do 13 of those. There was 21 of the half double crochets, and there's 13 of these. There were thankfully only 7 of the bobble stitch, because good grief, these ones take a long time to do, but they are so very fun to pet. They're very, very bobbly.
You're on your own with the bobble stitch. I found a replacement stitch.
I'm excited to see what you chose. Mm-hmm. And there are 13 of the Basketweave Squares, which take a while to do, but are so fun and very textured. I really like it.
God,
I could totally handle a whole sweater like this.
The Basketweave stitch.
It's really nice, right?
It is so enjoyable, and then you realize exactly how long it takes to do the square, and you're like, oh my god.
And they're so thick.
They're so thick.
They're very, very thick. It would make a warm sweater.
Oh, cool.
So I have all 54 of those, and this much yarn left.
Ooh, you might need another cake.
This is not enough yarn to do cuffs and collar and hems and button bands, which I'm not even going to do buttonholes. I think I'm just going to do like an open front cardigan type deal and screw the buttons.
That's fair. It's still not enough to do all that.
Yeah, it's definitely not. And neither of the balls of color are available on the Michael's website anymore.
Can you get them from the official Karen cakes?
Oh, that hadn't occurred to me. I'll have to check that after.
Could you do it directly from the manufacturer itself? Because I know sometimes when you're ordering from Yarn Canada, if you're ordering Briggs & Little, they don't have all of Briggs & Little's yarn. But if you order direct from Briggs & Little, that's
a very, very smart idea that I will look at after this, because failing that, my current plan is to wait until lockdown number 700 ends so that I can go in store with my color swatches and find something that matches.
Or at least is a nice color.
Yeah, I was
combo of
thinking
both. Yeah.
something that matches the silvery gray.
Oh
I was
yeah.
looking on
Okay.
the website and there's a couple of things that probably match.
It's always a bit of a guess because the color matching isn't perfect online. I mean, they do the best they
Yeah.
can.
I'm like it's
It's
from the
not.
same manufacturer. So like I was looking at the other Caron cake options, both the big cakes and the regular little cakes.
Yeah.
And there's a couple that probably work, but I don't know that they work. And after putting this much effort into it, I really want it to work, damn it.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I can't blame you on the
So
slightest.
yeah, I will check the Caron website to see if they have more of specifically this color so that I can do the things that I want to
The
do
things
because
that you want to do.
yeah, and in the meantime I can sew all of these together, which is gonna
Wow,
be
you
a
sound super enthusiastic about that.
well, I just realized how much sewing it is. Like today realized how much sewing it is. I hate sewing. Well, no,
Buy
no,
yourself
it's
a
not
bunch
that
of
I hate
fabric.
sewing. It's not that I hate sewing. I hate doing the finishing, which is the sewing of all the pieces together. I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to make a cardigan in pieces that have to be sewn together because I hate that part. That is my least favorite part. And I picked a sweater where that's like half the sweater is sewing it togetger. What was I thinking?
Crazy pants.
I don't,
Crazy pants.
that wasn't,
Nope.
now I have to do it because I made all the squares.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where that's at.
Crazy pants. All right. My cardigan did not have as much progress because with what time?
Exactly.
No time. No time for me this week. I am at 11 of 13 Basketweave Squares.
Nice.
That's why I know they take a long time to do. I also got distracted because I was working on this during Critical Role. It was it was another intense episode. There was much swearing, much drama. I love it. I agree with you. The Basketweave Square is quite nice. But holy Hannah, guys. This is a beautiful red. It's called Claret. Yeah, Claret. It's from the Impeccable line, so we're acrylic because I want to be able to wash and then put this in the dryer and then put it straight on my body. Because, freshly warm from the dryer blankets, freshly warm from the dryer cardigans. This is a thing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that I wanted to be able to do with this. So that's why I chose acrylic. And I'm super happy with the choice. The color's beautiful. The problem is I've had no time. Had no time. And these ones definitely take a bit more effort to it. I did track down, I think I'm going to do, remember my white pillow that I have on my couch? That's got that window frame box square look? I think that's going to be the texture switch I do for the baubles.
Okay.
We'll do those ones instead. So they're a little bit flatter because I'm really not a fan of baubles and clothing. So Diana is ahead of me, but I don't have to go buy yarn and she does. So it's anyone's game at this point.
I might be held up by the simple fact that I need to be able to go into a store. And I also can't do that yet.
Stash.
I know, I pulled out absolutely every bit of stash that I have and nothing's quite right. I've got some stuff that would do in a pinch, I guess.
But if it's not going to be, you won't wear it. So why would you do that?
Yeah, I've got, you can kind of see that little bit of white. The crochet, the corner to quarter blanket that I did last year with the black and gold and red and these 4 colors here. I have a whole bunch of the white left over.
That would really
but it's a warm. It's like a cream warm white where these
that's
are
the wrong white.
Yeah, I know,
those are
right?
Cool. You can't do a warm white on a cool tone. It looks wrong.
Yeah, I know. So that's the closest thing that I've got. Or I've got black. I could always do black. I have a bunch of that.
Black is always an option. I hope I have enough yarn. The Basketweave Squares definitely ate up more yarn than I thought they were going to.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes, but I will just order more if I need yarn. And then order the same color. It'll be a different dye lot, but that's fine. It's patchwork, so various shades of the same color will be fine.
Yep.
Fine. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Sorry, I keep looking at my phone because I keep thinking it might be the realtor lady. I'd be going, oh no, something's gone. Nope, it's just the ever-present discords. I'm on several threads.
Group chats are so chatty.
All the stuff, all the things. So that's it. But that's all I've managed to work on this week, which for me isn't a lot. And there was a crochet toy along. It was a knitted or crochet toy along this week. I couldn't participate because I simply did not have the time.
There was an along and you didn't along?
I wanted to. I said I wanted to. I even found the yarn for it. I was going to crochet the dragon out of that fantasy dragon book that I had. I had no
Mm-hmm.
time. I had no time. Between the works and the paperworks and the viewings and the cleanings, none. None. It'll actually be easier once the house is sold and I'm packing to move. I will actually have more time.
Are you like kind of mostly
I'm
packed since you
mostly
had to move
packed.
since you had to move everything upstairs anyway?
I'm 90% packed, so I will actually have more time once the house sells. Isn't that crazy? It blows my mind.
That seems very counterintuitive.
It's super counterintuitive. But here we are, and that's what's what. So, okay, cool. I also have to figure out by Thursday what my goal is going to be for the month of June. for my chat with Louise. I don't know. We'll figure it out. That's okay. Somewhere in the move, I lost the one star shape I'd finished for my starflake. I don't know where it is.
Oh no. It's in a safe place. You'll find it again in 5 years.
I know where the needles are, but the star itself is missing, so I might honestly just start that again. Because heavens only knows when that's going to show up.
Is 1 by 1 twisted. Okay, I can do that. 1 by 1 twisted rib. Here we come.
All right, so that is everything we've worked on, which is good because it means we're on to wool gathering.
It does indeed.
So, start your 1 by 1 ribbing and do your Patreon ad all at the same time.
All at the same time. Yeah, that is in fact exactly where we're at right now. So I'm going to look down while I do this rather than at the camera like I usually do.
Hey, listen, you saw what I did to you last week while you were looking at me, so looking down might be wise.
If you would like to financially support these shenanigans, you may do so at our Patreon link, which is in the description box or in the show notes if you are listening to this as an audio file on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. Any tier of support will get you access to our patron-only Discord, as well as bonus content whenever we get around to posting some, and also the soon-to-be weekly Experimental Tuesday blog posts again because Jocelyn has a kitchen again, ?
I do have a kitchen again, ?
I believe the last one that got posted was my experiment with eating weeds? Or is that the one that I'm about to post? I can't remember.
I think that's the one you just posted, because I think we'll actually have to look. I can't remember.
We'll actually have to look. I can look right now. It's right here. Anyway, what am I forgetting? Bonus content, blog posts. Oh, and also we have our monthly e-knitting, which is basically just an online knitting club. The next one of those will be happening on June the 19th at 12 p.m. Manitoba time.
Sure, it will be. All the fun stuff. As always, we understand that everybody can support us financially. It's a thing. Budgets are real. Hitting the like button, subscribing, commenting to the videos below. All of it helps. All of it helps, and all of it is super appreciated, you guys, because it's fun. It's great. I mean, really.
I'm about to post weeds. Weeds are coming up on Tuesday.
Weeds are coming up on Tuesday. I mean, you can come find us on Facebook because we got a Facebook group. We do stuff in there. That's always fun. We've never been really active on Ravelry.
No.
Let's be honest. We are active on Instagram. Diana has apparently lost her post-it note that reminds her when to post videos or post photos. So.
My phone has decided that I don't get alarms anymore.
Cool.
Like it just randomly decides that it's just not going to tell me about my alarm. So I have to turn them off and on every few days. Otherwise they say they're on, but they don't happen.
Crazy. My new phone should show up Monday or Tuesday. So,
yeah. Actually, that reminds me. I'm going to do that right now because, yeah, that's a thing that I would like to happen is my alarms ever.
That's a good idea. So, that's going on. That's a thing. We always appreciate and enjoy a little light internet stalking. We're fans. It's true, we are. We do the same thing in return. So we've got those things going on. We don't have a ton in the queue. We have the spring cleaning cal going on right now. You can use the hashtag NKP, spring cleaning KAL. It is not on Ravelry. It is exclusively on Instagram and Facebook. So unfortunately, it requires you to have one of those two platforms to participate. All of the projects are welcome. The requirements are that they are 4 skeins or more. They are the big behemoth projects. If a big project makes you go, yeah, no, super fair. We've got a new one coming up on the 1st of July. It sucks. So don't worry. We see you people who prefer projects that aren't inconceivably humongous. We gotcha. Don't worry. It's coming up. So there are definitely things to look forward to. I don't think we have much else really in the wool gathering section. I think I got everything.
Yeah. We're doing a live episode next week on the 6th.
That's right. On the Sunday, in a few days from now. Because time. Diana's like, it's Sunday. I'm like, yeah, but this goes up Wednesday.
I remember things.
That's going on. And then I'm live on Thursday with Louise on her channel for the monthly chicken. What? So much fun. So much fun. All right. We're motoring today. I likes it.
I think that brings us to books.
It does. Books.
Like big books, and I cannot lie. I have been watching Critical Role like it's my job this week. It's been my audiobook this week. I had the week off. So much. I think I watched like 6 episodes of Critical Role this week.
It's a lot of hours.
It's a lot. I'm on like episode 115. It's gonna be up here. It's like 116. I'm on 116. I'm into episode 116.
Okay. I have no idea. We're in the 30s. I think episode 138 or 39 is this Thursday. So
I thought 139 was last Thursday.
Was it last Thursday?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't really pay that much attention to the numbers because I watch live. So Thursday, it's time to watch. That's how my brain works.
I'm so hoping that I catch up in time that I can watch one episode live.
You're really running out of time.
I know. So I'm not going to be reading much. It's going to be all Critical Role all the time.
That's fine. Yeah, because I don't know how many are left. Like, I don't know. They're real close.
It's probably happening in the next couple of weeks. I'm probably not going to catch up.
Yeah, that's okay. You'll get there when you get there, and you'll be primed for campaign 3.
Yes. And there's always campaign 1 to go back and watch.
There's always campaign 1 to go back and watch for fun. All right. I did not pick up a ginormous book this week. I, in fact, have 2 little books, of which I've almost done the second one. In the realm of my brain is way too frazzled to manage anything of any depth or complexity. I have been re-listening to some old favorites. So I re-listened to The Color of Magic by Terry Pratchett because Terry Pratchett. I just don't feel like that needs any more justification. It's a really fun world, and I am a fan of Rincewind the Wizard. So these are things that I enjoy. I finished that one, and then Diana has been talking about the Bobaverse books, and I really enjoyed the first read I did of those. So I am 1 hour shy of finishing We Are Legion, We Are Bob. So I will likelihood finish that today and start book 2. So maybe we're back to small books for a while. I don't know. We'll see. Who knows? Big yawn.
Big yawn indeed.
Big yawn indeed. So, I mean, there's not much to say about them. They're books I've read before. I obviously really enjoy them because I'm reading them again. So I feel like that sort of sums it up.
I feel like I should reread Color of Magic.
Slightly ludicrous genre pieces. They're delightful, ludicrous genre pieces, but that's where they sit. I know it's a part of it's the Discworld series by Terry Pratchett is a very large series, but none of the books are really big. So the books themselves are quite approachable, and even though they are absolutely dated, they're old books. I still really enjoy reading them. I like the puns, I like the play on words, I like the world creation, I like the sheer daftness of it all. That's just really quite delightful. It just, yeah, it is a happy place for me. Here's
I should read
Carrie.
that one again. I think I read it in high school.
Yeah. I liked the series enough that I named my Blood Bowl team after the city guards. Guards.
Okay.
So I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Made sense to me. So that's it for me for books. That's all I've managed this week. I've been trying to catch up on podcasts and stuff, and that's harder to do than it sounds.
So much Critical Role. I really want to catch up.
I know. It's also the stories picking up steam because you're starting to wrap up threads, so like they become really compelling.
What's the deal with Molly Mock?
I mean, you don't know.
No, I don't know.
I mean, I know.
But I need to know.
But you don't know. Oh, on the bright side, we're all done. We're wrapped up. C'est fini. And I can say, until Sunday, I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you, don't forget
to knit.